And it's that type of transparency that has gotten us back to the level where United Way has been able to meet and surpass its goals for the last couple of years.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree.
Talk with me about this. Dollars are wonderful, but hands and hearts are even better. The volunteers are the heart of what the United Way is about, isn't it?
Absolutely. So much of the work that is done by volunteers. As I mentioned, you have the Community Investment Council that conducts this review, the citizen review process that we're discussing, and also the financial review. That is done by volunteers, and then the volunteers also that are on the ground in the agencies themselves that are one-on-one, toe-to-toe with the children in our community and those that need our help. So anytime that someone feels in their heart, whether it's there are opportunities that are longer term, I like the Community Investment Council opportunity because while it is time-consuming, it's just kind of like a short burst of energy for a very specific period of time, and then you can go back to your kind of day-to-day activities. So for people who want something shorter term where they just have a focused amount of time that they can give, they can go that route, or they can contact the United Way for longer-term opportunities. So there's no question, the more the merrier.
Now, children, that's where the specialness comes in your heart because you are now chair of the Children and Youth Council for this year.
Indeed.
What is it that impresses you most with this process about the agencies and the fact that children, I'm looking at the list of the 84 agencies, and just about 2/3 to 3/4 of them involve things that involve helping children in this community?
Yeah, how exciting it is to see what people can do when they get together, when you have some of our agencies like A Child's Place that is focused specifically on homeless, or the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. We all know all the great work that they've done, the American Red Cross, the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts. I could go on and on and on. And all of our lives at some point have been touched. You never know what you'll need is what my grandmother always used to say. So in light of that fact, when you think about when you were young and how many people touched your life and influenced you, this is all of our opportunity to do that very same thing in a very personal, non-technology-based way that's really, really meaningful to our community.
As we get ready for the upcoming years, United Way, because the dollars that have been allocated to these agencies, that starts July 1st, right?
That's correct.
And the fiscal year like we do with other businesses, but the campaign has to start even though we've got dollars going out right now. Getting ready for the upcoming campaign, does the organization already start, the Community Investment Council, start looking now at funding for next year and the guidelines to pass along to those agencies to say, okay, this is the level you were at last year and this is the level you want to be at. Here are some things that maybe get you to that point, because this doesn't stop. Y'all are working all year.
It never stops. That's very true. I think the people that are doing the most work at this point, kind of the pre-work, would be the actual employees of the United Way. So those dedicated individuals who meet with the agencies, prepare the agencies, make sure that we have kind of a game plan for the upcoming year. So those of us on the volunteer side in the Community Investment Council, we kind of get to enjoy our summer while those dedicated people at the United Way are laying the groundwork. And then as we get towards the fall, starting around October, November, you'll begin to train your new volunteers as well as gear up, make decisions about who's going to be the liaison, because of course you have members that roll off, new members that roll on. They'll begin to align in the fall involving the volunteers.
Well, I tell you, the numbers alone involved with the United Way, the headline, United Way distributes $16.5 million to 84 partner agencies. Amazing. I just thought that was wonderful. And 26 agencies and 37 programs received funding increases because the community helped step up and the volunteers helped show the way of how we can make it a better day for all the people in this county. I'm just impressed by that alone.
Indeed. The need is so great, and I know everybody hears that over and over and over again, but anytime you watch the news, you know what is needed, and there's no way around it. While we need manpower, we also need money.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you're listening, all of these agencies we're talking about, and you want to see the facts, you want to see the numbers, you want to see the pop, the proof of performance, as we say in broadcasting, well, go to the website, www.uwcentralcarolinas.org, and click on and you'll see what the United Way is doing.